Back again, my beautiful people. You don't know the boy Yardman there. Big up on yourself, people. Yes, people, this is just a reaction of the AFT video that I do early on today. And I see the comment and I see what a lot of people has been saying, that Yardman is deluded. Yardman need to stop going AFTV. Yardman can't be happy. This guy is mad. This guy having problem. Now, how is it that if I'm just saying to people on social media, if the one thing that I'm looking for Arsenal to do is to win a title, and that's what I want to see happen, regardless of the fact how it happened, where it happened, when it happened, we want to see title come to the Emirates Stadium. The only thing we see come to the Emirates Stadium is three FA Cup, I believe, or 2 FA Cup, one of the above. I think Wenger win 2 and win are 1. I don't even remember, but FA Cup we only see come there since we've been there going over 22 years now, or 21 years. We've been at the Emirates Stadium. So in a club like Arsenal, is it really and truly, you would say to yourself that the stature of Arsenal winning 3, let's say put it 3, I believe it's 2, but put it 3 FA Cup in 22 years, is that good enough? No. One of the things then that me and Robbie was arguing over is that, first thing first, he's going to let me know that Mikel Arteta is the second best manager in the Premier League. Are you so wrong? No, you're wrong. He's not. He is not the second best. He's not the third. I don't believe he's the 4th or the 5th best manager in the Premier League. Because Pep did not get his ratings by managing Man City. That's not where Pep gets his ratings from. Pep ratings come from Barcelona. Then go on to Bayern Munich. Yeah? But most of all, his rating come from Barcelona. So, if we're going to go back by that, we're going to say Unai Emery is the second best manager in the Premier League, for all I know. Maybe he's not. Maybe you look on Erik ten Hag after check back his accolade. But even so, in the Premier League then, in the Premier League, Erik ten Hag is the second best manager in the Premier League. I'm a Jamaican by birth. When you're taking part in a competition, for you to be successful, you have to win that competition. Now, Mikel Arteta has won an interruption FA Cup where everybody I was off the ball, and that FA Cup play in June, where normally FA Cup play in May. Yeah? And he win it when Man City I was off the ball, people was unfit, and all of the shenanigans. Liverpool, Chelsea, you name it. And they were a better team. They were a better team than Arsenal at the time when Mikel Arteta take over. Was it 2019 or 20 December? When he take over, yeah? When Unai Emery get the sack. Yeah? He took over. Now, what I'm saying, Erik ten Hag, back-to-back, last season, he win, last year, because this year win something. Last year, 2023-24 season, he win the Carabao Cup. 2022-23, he win the Carabao Cup. 23-24, he win the FA Cup. So now, if my mind serves me right, he win 2 trophies in the Premier League. Apart from Pep, who else win 2 trophies in the Premier League? Nobody else. So that simply means that Erik ten Hag is the second best manager in the Premier League, because you have to go by what you win to make you be a successful manager. Am I right by saying that? Now, don't get me wrong, you can be successful again as a manager, but it depends on who you manage. And the reason why I say that, take Aston Villa. Now, if you look overall and Unai Emery accolade, that the things that he win as a manager, Mikel Arteta can never come beside it. No, he went to Liga and he win Liga over there with PSG. We know that PSG going to win Liga. We're not going to say that, it's only PSG. But guess what? He still got a trophy to his name. You understand? He still go to France and win. Yeah? With with Seville, he win 3 Europa title back to back. And he win 1 with Sevilla. So that is 4 Europa title the guy win. It is the second best league in club football in Europe. The second best league in club football in Europe. The first one is the Champion League. Yeah, that's yeah. And then the second is the Europa League in Europe. Football, club football we're talking about. In the club football, we're not talking about European competition like where England just lost the other day. We're not talking where Spain win. We're not talking that. In club football, Europe Champion League is the highest. Yeah? Because winning the Champion League is like winning a trophy, a club trophy. I mean, winning the domestic league with a club is it that I know a lot of people would take winning the Champion League than winning a domestic trophy, because Champion League is the ultimate. You play against every team in Europe, the best team in Europe then, or sometimes not the best team, because it's not every team that win their competition in Europe that goes on to play Champion League. Some of them still have to qualify. The likes of Celtics still have to qualify. Even if they win the Scottish League, they still have to qualify to play in the Champion League. So they play against the highest set of team them in the Champion League. It shouldn't even call Champion League, it's just called a Club Europa League, because it's not every, like I said, it's not every champion. It's not all champion playing that. It's people that come 4th, 5th, sometimes 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th in the club football competition. They play in the Champion League, like you see Aston Villa coming 4th, and they play in the Champion League. Now, so when Robbie's saying to me that Mikel Arteta is the second best manager in the Premier League, am I lying by he's wrong? Because Ten Hag win 2 trophies. Mikel Arteta will win 1 per se. Yeah? Overall, I know that Ten Hag win more than Mikel Arteta in his football career, managing career. I know that Unai Emery win more than him. So they didn't get the job because they just come out a thin year like Mikel Arteta, out a thin year, never win nothing, and they go to the likes of Aston Villa and the likes of Manu, talking about Unai Emery at Aston Villa and Ten Hag at Manu. They never just come off of the bench as a second as an assistant manager and come to those clubs winning nothing. They come there off the back of what they do in their club. And if you meant to go and search for Eric Ten Hag, yeah, you'd see that go and search for him on YouTube, Eric Ten Hag, you'd see how much that guy win. You understand? With club. So how is it that you're gonna put Mikel Arteta as second best manager? Because Mikel Arteta comes second twice, he's the second best manager? Then that's deluded. That is just thinking of the English way. Because in the English way, it doesn't matter what you do in a competition, as long as you put out the best effort and you come second, third, or fourth, then they class that as successful. Just like the likes of Gareth Southgate. He's a successful manager because he's the only manager since 1966 to come to bring England to a semi-final and 2-time final. So that's success for them. Then, I mean, success is you winning. That is success. You're running a company and you take the company from nowhere and bring the company to the best of it can be. That is successful. So how can you just put a man coming second is success? How is that success? Did you get a trophy at the end of it? No. Did you get a medal? Did you get anything? No, you did not. So how is it being successful? How Mikel Arteta being successful by becoming second because where him take Arsenal from? Like, are you deluded? How much money Mikel Arteta get to spend on Arsenal, the team? So, of course he should be doing good. Because Mikel Arteta buy a bloody, what's it call it? A bloody defender, Declan Rice, for 100 million. So, by that contrast, he's doing good. Is he, am I right? So you're going to overlook what all these managers in the Premier League done and overlook that. You have manager coming from the championship or win the championship, and everybody know that the championship is even, they even say it is even better than Liga, the France League. They even tell us that the Champions League is more harder to win than winning the Scottish League. They tell us that the championship is more harder, not Champions League, championship in England division, yeah, is more harder to win than winning like I said, winning the Scottish League or winning the league in France, and most of the league in England. The Championship is so forceful, where it is so detrimental down there. You go down from the Premier League, go down there, and you even get relegated. You know that team like Charlton, Blackburn who even win Premier League. They're not even in the Championship. I think they're in the second division. That's how brutal it is. So those managers who win the Championship and come up to the Premier League, yes, I'm not going to say that they're better than Mikel Arteta, but they win something to their name. They have conquered a league. Mikel Arteta hasn't done that. I don't care. Their CV show that they have conquered a league and win a league. Mikel Arteta hasn't done that yet. He might win the FA Cup. That's a knockout competition, but he hasn't win the Premier League yet. So when I'm saying to Robbie that Mikel Arteta is not the second best manager in the Premier League, do I make my point clear? Unai Emery is better than him overall. Eric Ten Hag win 2 trophies, beat Man City. Man City. Eric Ten Hag has beat Man City to win the FA Cup this year. Or we can say last season for the football. Now, moving on. The next thing that people has been saying, and anyway, people, did I tell you have to like, share, and subscribe to the channel? Did I say that? You know what? Let's take time out on. People, let's take a 10-second and you just can hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Like the video as well. Share the video. Let it go in the algorithm and let this video hit some big numbers of viewings. But yeah, the next thing we were talking about is that the people who make their comment on AFTV, they are saying that Mikel Arteta is doing his best and he will never win the league. Some of them are saying that he will never win the league unless Pep Guardiola leave. No, I have never heard nothing so deluded in my life. You're going to tell me that until Pep leave, that's the only time Mikel Arteta can win? So what if we get the like of Arne Slot who come into Liverpool and surprisingly he start to win and nobody can beat him again? Then we have to wait till Arne Slot leave. What if Eric Ten Hag get it right at Manchester United and all of a sudden, after a clip of a button, Manchester United start to win? Then you're going to tell me that Mikel Arteta not going to be able to beat him? Unai Emery, because they're a good manager. They are a good manager. We yet to see what Arne Slot going to do in the Premier League with Liverpool, but we know that at one point when Unai Emery was at Arsenal, we was hoping that Eric Ten Hag could come to Arsenal. You understand? Yes, he was coaching the Dutch League at the time, but he win. He's a winner. Yeah? Unai Emery, he come to Arsenal and Robbie was saying that I was one of them. He can go back, don't let him go back on video and show me 5 years ago when I was telling Unai Emery to need to leave Arsenal or whatever. Yes, because Unai Emery coming to Arsenal, the Premier League, and it was a different kettle of fish for him. He didn't understand it. He couldn't speak English that well. And there's a lot of things wasn't going in his direction, in his favor, direction. But to say the less that he bring through the likes of Martinelli, he bring through the likes of Saka, Emil Smith Road, Eddie Nketiah, Reece Nelson. He have who else him have underneath his belt at the time. Even though he didn't play, but we buy Gabriel at the time under Unai Emery, and I think we even buy William Saliba under Unai Emery. If I'm being right by saying that, I think it's Unai Emery when we buy him. Yeah, I know that Freddie Lombard take over for caretaker manager when Unai left, but I didn't think they signed William Saliba at the time. They signed him under Unai Emery. So all of these players, Unai Emery discover and he bring to Arsenal and take from the academy. You understand? Now, Mikel Arteta, I believe that if you solemnly believe that you cannot be Pep Guardiola, then you need to leave the club. Because it's pointless that we as fans going to turn up game in, game out with him knowing that Until this manager Pep leave, we will never win anything under Mikel Arteta. Then what's the point, people? Am I saying bullshit? Am I saying anything that doesn't make sense here? If you know that you're not going to be able to conquer this guy in this competition, what's the point of you even there as a manager? Because it's a waste of time. Mikel Arteta spent money. He spent more money than what Unai Emery spent. But yesterday, when Unai Emery take over Aston Villa from Steven Gerrard, they was in the ditch. They was in the pit. They was in the relegation battle. If our one place or two place above, but they wasn't far away or they were in it. Aston Villa fans can comment and let me know that if I'm right. I believe that either they were 2 places away or they were in the relegation battle when he took over from Steven Gerrard. And I believe that season he let they finish in the top 10 or they finished 15, 13, somewhere around that thing. The next season, which was last season, yeah, he didn't spend no money as such as what Mikel Arteta spent, and he was able to beat Mikel Arteta twice. He was able to beat Mikel Arteta. Then put on top of that, you have the likes of Chelsea. I don't care how Chelsea was playing, what Chelsea was doing. They are Chelsea. They win Premier League. They win Europa League. They win Champions League. He finished above them. He finished above, I would even say Tottenham because they're nobody. He finished above Tottenham. He finished above Manchester United. Yeah, they win Premier League. They win Europa League. They win Champions League, and he finished above them. So those 3 clubs that I just named, they are bigger club than Aston Villa overall. But Unai Emery could take Villa with spending little but no money and bring them in the Champions League position over, like I said, Manchester United, Tottenham, and Chelsea, Newcastle, who finished in the Premier Champions League position. He finished above them. Yeah, the only team that was better than Aston Villa was Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool. Those were the only 3 teams, and every other team that I just named, they spend more than Aston Villa. But like I said, Unai Emery come to Arsenal and he went back. He left Arsenal. He was owned it out. He left, but he go away. He went to Villarreal and he win the Europa League with them. And I think, yeah, did he win back the Europa League with Sevilla as well? But I know he went to Villarreal. Yeah, then he went and go to France and he win with PSG. He never win the Champions League, but he win Liga there. And then he come back. He learned English and then he come back to England with Aston Villa, not with Aston Villa, I never went away with them, sorry, to Aston Villa, and look what the guy done to Aston Villa. And you gonna tell me that Mikel Arteta is a better manager than Unai Emery and Manchester United manager? Spare me the details. Spare me the details, because I know I'm not wrong. And the fans them that on AFTV who are making a comment and tell me that I'm deluded, what I want is to win a Premier League title. Is that wrong of me to think of like that? To see Mikel Arteta spend money on the team, and at one stage Mikel Arteta buying 2 players for 170 million. 2 players. Mikel Arteta spending. Mikel Arteta, Man City, Chelsea, and Arsenal was the only 2 clubs in the Premier League right now to spend 100+ million on players, and one single player. What's the guy name? Bloody hell, but Chelsea guy name? What's the guy from Chelsea name that they pay 100 million for? That centre forward. Oh my God, I won't tell him name. But Chelsea spent 100 million on that player. Oh, the boy has my top of my lip. God. Oh, DRB. I forgot what's his name. Yeah, Chelsea spent 100 million on him. Arsenal spent 100+ on Declan Rice, and Man City spent 100 for Jack Grealish. No other team in the Premier League spent 100 million on one player. And you're going to tell me that this guy, we have never ever sell a player out of Arsenal to another club for over 45 million. We have never done it. But we spend 60, 50, 80, 100 on players one time. But yet still, we have never sold back a player for over 40 million. I say it already, I'm going to say it again. The highest player that we ever sell to a club, it was Oxlade-Chamberlain to Liverpool for 40 million. That was the highest we ever sell a player for. But we are buying player for over 100 million. So people, and Mikel Arteta done that. We buy Kai Havertz for 65 million. 65 million from Chelsea. Yeah. Declan Rice, 100 plus from West Ham. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We pay 40 for Ben White. We pay 20 plus for Ramsdale. We pay another 30 plus or 20 plus for Trossard, who also paid big money for again. We pay we pay Man City, between Man City, Zinchenko and Jesus. We pay them over 80 million for two players. So look how much money this guy spent, and people gonna sit there and say, "Oh, look what he do to Arsenal. Look where he bring Arsenal now." So, but he spent money. He been spending money. So why is it that we're not supposed to see? Look, that we're supposed to be pushing or winning the Premier League title when this guy's spending money? That's all I'm saying. Why people saying that I'm always unhappy? I'm this, I'm that. Why? When was it's not like say Mikel Arteta coming and friend him coming for the 5 years, going 5.5 years. Him spend about 100 million or maybe 200 million. That's all him been spent for the last 5 years. So guess what? He's not getting the money to buy the player, but guess what? He's pushing. No. What Unai Emery done with Aston Villa, you can call that success, because Aston Villa would never think that they would play in the Champions League at the stage where they were when Unai Emery take over. So that is success for them. For them, that is success. We coming second at Arsenal is not success. Get it right. Coming second at Arsenal is not success. Winning the Premier League, winning the Champions League, winning FA Cup is success. Winning Carabao Cup is success. Yeah? Carabao Cup and FA Cup is below success, but you're still successful by winning a title, a trophy. So how is it that people going to jump on it and telling me that I am this and I'm that and all of the shenanigans? Where am I chatting rubbish here? What I'll say about Mikel Arteta, if you cannot beat Pep, leave the club. Let somebody who's going to take over. So you're going to tell me if Mikel Arteta decided tomorrow morning that, you know what, I'm going to, alright then, for heaven's sake, say something happened to Mikel Arteta where he can't manage no more. We're not going to get another manager? That's what he's saying, because there's nobody else out there. Oh, if we sack Mikel Arteta, who we going to get? You're stupid, you're deluded. Oh, yeah, man, you're not supposed to come back on AFTV. You chat shit. I hate this guy. You're going to tell me next season if Mikel Arteta decided that, you know what, I cannot take this club any further. And Pep decided that, you know what, I'm going to stay another 2 years at Man City. And Mikel Arteta decided to leave, you're going to tell me that we will not get another manager to come into the club. That's what you're telling me. Because people has been saying, if we sack Mikel, who we're going to get? Oh God, Mikel Arteta is the only manager out there, so we cannot sack him. That's what you're telling me. That's what you're saying. We could never sack Wenger because there's not a better manager out there. We cannot sack Unai Emery because there's not a better manager out there. Pep Guardiola cannot leave Man City because there's not a best. There's no other best manager out there. That's what you're saying. Don't sack a manager because there's nobody else out there. Huh? Look what Brighton doing. Look what Brighton doing. You understand? So I don't get it. Like I said, for me, if Mikel Arteta cannot beat Pep Guardiola, then what's the point you being at the club? Am I saying something wrong? If you cannot overbeat this guy, you're finishing second. You're bringing in pickpocket to pick the club, the player them wallet and phone and stuff like that. But you don't realize that Pep Guardiola pick a pocket twice. You don't see that. You don't see the take a leaf out of your own book. I'm not getting on the back of Mikel Arteta, but all I'm saying is that all I want to see is Arsenal winning title. I spend my money to see them. This year, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. I have to buy for me and my son them. It's not cheap. Going to the club, we have to pay for the train. We have to pay for the get into the side of the club. We have to pay £2 for a bottle of water with the Arsenal. This on it say Arsenal is £2. This is how much of this? 20p. But Arsenal is selling for them one for £2. That's what you have to do. A cup of taste bad hot chocolate that tastes like, I don't know, dishwater. I never even drink dishwater before, but I believe dishwater even tastes better than it. It's £2 or £3. The dry burger, that the bread is so dry and crusty and trashy. You're paying £13 for a burger. Cold, dry burger. Yeah? Those are the things that you go to the Emirates and pay for. But yet still, you're not supposed to have any expectation of Arsenal winning something with this manager who has been spending money left, right and centre. That's all I'm saying. You can go on AFTV, you can see the comment that they leave. It doesn't bother me, it doesn't hurt me, but I'm just rebutting on what they're saying. I'm just making my point here. What I'm saying to you that Mikel Arteta should have ambition of winning title. That's all I'm saying. You are supporting the club to win title. That's what you're supporting for. So what people has been saying, as long as Pep Guardiola is at Manchester United, Man City, then Arsenal should never, ever, ever look to see to win anything. Let me quickly go on AFTV and tell you some of the things them that people has been saying. Yeah. So if you go, okay then, just waiting to load up. So I'm just gonna read out some of the comment them that people saying and just tell me if I'm wrong or if these people have any sense, because they just believe that Pep cannot get beaten. So you know what? Yardman, just shut up. That's what they're saying. So this player say, Matt say, Yardman, you can't complain after a 2-0 win. Yeah, win. Goes on to complain for the next 10 minutes. So because we win 2-0, don't complain because we're winning. But we're not winning a trophy. Yeah. This man's Yardman drinking that same punch again, Guna Lee. Yeah. As Guna Lee. Yeah. Yardman must be going through some personal problem because this was a genuine behavior even from him. Laugh my ass off. Blood clot, Yardman is like some girl a yard that find some reason to complain no matter what. Yeah, that's what they're saying. If you can beat Pep, then that's what I said. I say, if you can't beat Pep, then fuck off. Am I wrong by saying that? But right, like really and truly, if you know that you cannot beat Pep Guardiola to win a competition, well, what's the point? Fuck off then. Let somebody else who believe that they can do it, even if they can't do it, as long as them have the belief, then let them come in. Am I saying something wrong here? Guy said, I'm starting to get a feeling that Yardman think money grow on tree. Mikel Arteta has been spending like it grow on tree, motherfucker. Yes, it must be growing on tree because he's been spending it. Yeah. Interviewing a bloke that can't articulate his opinion without shouting, screaming, and waving his arms. Yeah, stamping his feet and sticking his finger onto his interview chest. Yeah, let that be like. But Robbie is saying to me that Mikel Arteta is the second best manager. You deluded. Robbie is saying to me that if Mikel Arteta, I asked him the question, if Mikel Arteta doesn't win anything this season, do you believe, what do you think, he should go? Then, no, I have to see how him play, how him do against Pep. So if him come second again by 1 point, let him stay. Are you serious here? Do you not believe the team is good enough to win the Champion League? Because if we come second behind Pep with the Premier League, yeah, 2 points. Now, do you not believe that the team is good enough then to win the Premier League? Am I deluded here? If you come 2 points, so people, all right, this guy is saying that, yeah, when he said that the next best manager is Unai Emery, I almost spit my drink out. So, Mikel Arteta, what the fuck Mikel Arteta do to become the second best manager? Become second? Is you coming second be the second? No! The second best manager last season was Man City, Man U manager. He was the second because he win the FA Cup. The second biggest trophy in England, in the Premier League, is the FA Cup. And he won it. So he is the second best manager. Am I wrong by saying that, people? Am I wrong by saying that? So what you saying to me? How the fuck Mikel Arteta become the second best manager when he never win jack shit? Coming second doesn't mean that you're second best manager. No. Doesn't mean that. Because what Unai Emery done with Aston Villa put him to be the second best manager then. If that is to be the case, or the third best then. Yeah, over Ten Hag. You know what, people? People can say what they want to say. Like I said, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't take it full off my table. I never, ever get a penny off YouTube. And Robbie, Arsenal, AFTV, Yardman, AFC, none of them channels is paying my bills. Yeah? It's fucking Tasty Flavor, Jamaican restaurant paying my bills. Tasty Flavor, that's what I care about. But guess what? I can't deny that I love Arsenal so much. I love Arsenal to my grave. So I want to see the best for them. It's simply just like you having a child and want to see your child get the best result that he can get when he take him exam. Am I saying something wrong here, people? If you think that I'm saying something wrong, leave a comment, tell me what you think. If you think that Mikel Arteta is the second best manager, leave a comment down there, tell me what you think. Don't forget to give the video a like, share, subscribe. Big up on yourself, people. But like I said, I don't know what these people thinking. I just want to see my club win trophy. End of. People, I'm out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's build this channel. Alright, people.